One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mickey Stadium. EA Sports College Football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Army Black Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Munkin before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its... In what's usually regarded as America's game, this showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mickey Stadium. It's the Navy Midshipmen and the Army Black Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, the Black Knights head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Thanks, Howie. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Give to the back. Runs for the tackle. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now on the counter. Moving past the 25. The discard, and he's running free. There's a crease. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Army! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Fullback's got it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old-school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. To throw, it's Woodson. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, running back on the move. These little games can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Find some fresh. Looking for more room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Black Knights offense will go to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Navy will go back on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Threw a pick on the... And the ball is free on the pitch. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped over.
Dropping back, it's Woodson. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 35. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. The option look. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On the option. Pulls it on the option. Pitches it. Touchdown, Navy! Great job by the back on the option. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Black Knights moving quickly to the line. The give on the option. Looking for room at the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Black Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the foot.
It's a seam wide open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The option, he'll keep it. Got enough for the first. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bryant. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The big fullback's got it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Navy just hit him with the pass. Let's see what they do here. Gets the back moving. He's in open space downfield. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
That's an awesome-looking carry, and you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life.
Maybe a crease. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bryant. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Navy quick to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Navy searching for a fourth down conversion. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. 10. Touchdown, midshipman. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Back to pass on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. And the Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go right back to him. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. The option, the keeper. Now the toss. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Army. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Sends it back in motion. Looking for room. It's Bryant.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Tight end now in motion. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the left to Smith. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to throw it again. Slings it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Got a little space. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll get down, and for a stop in this return, they'll mark it at the 32. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The run inside. It's Bryant. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the fullback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that.
Good. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play.
Touchdown, Navy! And that one will give them the lead. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and longs.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. If you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Buys a little time. Trying to turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll move the tight end. Now on the option. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Woodson. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And he scores! Touchdown, midshipman!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Black Knights are in the hurry-up.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athletic.
Makes the grab in their space. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That's reeled in. It's Benson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands. And you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Pulls it on the option. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Black Knights want to pick up the tempo. Rides to back and leaves it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. 4th quarter, down by 3. Just did not get all of it. That's one you'd like to have back.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment, just give up on the play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Woodson. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it. Makes a grab and room to run. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. He'll toss it. Might have a chance. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Here comes the option. The keeper on the option. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Army! How about this defense taking one back to the house? You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
And you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
And he tacks on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Navy will go back on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. Couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute...
Here's a little room there. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And what a big third down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And the defense comes up big in a big-time moment, and we've seen it all game long, man. Getting to the quarterback, rattling him, sacking him, and again, in a big moment, on fourth down, they do it again, and they are looking pretty to close this game out.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Might as well stick with him. And he'll be brought down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Woodson. It's complete on the right side. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Stop short of the marker, and they stop with his defense, and they get the ball back. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Perhaps you're not aware the Army actually has more boats than the Navy, and today they also had more points. And as a result, they will celebrate a win in this rivalry game with the traditional Sing Second. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.